this morning. I hope everybody's all right. I'm waking up. Decided to hop on here and rock with y'all, see what's going on with you. Let me sizzle. Want to get some more shit off my chest since I've been doing that lately with the YouTube and everything. And it's been feeling good. It's like my therapy, so I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I monetize on Facebook and I can't just, you know, say certain things and do certain things because then I'm going to get into crazy arguments with people who really ain't going to keep it real with you. You know, all they going to do is just sit there and be like, oh, I'm really doing this and just lie and be like, you ain't the only one that's doing stuff. Like, because that's really all they trying to do is say, you're not the only one that's doing stuff. I do stuff too. You're not the only one that has fans. I has fans too. You're not the only one that get paid. I get paid too, and all this. These rappers be sickening, man. And then they like to come and be, oh hybrid, you inspired me, from when you went against all the janky promoters and all this here in one breath. But then in the other breath, you see them say, hey, come, that janky promoter you said that was janky? Yeah, come down to the show that he throwing, cause, I'm finna do a show with him, even though you said he was fake, but I'm just gonna do a show with him, you know what I'm saying? And, can you come down and pay to pay us to see this show? And I'm looking at these mugs like, what's really going on, man? What's really going on? I remember when I first got in the game, people would they would hate on the people that brought me in the game. When I first came in the game, like I told you before in the other live, I was brought in the game by a dude named Collard Greens. You know what I'm saying? And they used to always, anywhere I went, they used to be like, oh, why you rocking with Collard Greens? You better than Collard Greens. I don't even know if they heard me or not. You better than Collard Greens. You shouldn't be rocking with Collard Greens. You know what I'm saying? And with Lil Roo, they'll be like, oh, Lil Roo, he ain't as hard as people claim. Anybody that was on and actually making moves, the local rappers who didn't have no traction would always be hating on that dude. That's how I know that dude was actually popping in the city. If all the local rappers don't like you or they hating on you or something, that means that you're doing something and you're popping. That's how I was when I first got in the game. You know what I'm saying? Before social media and all that good stuff, Yeah. It was just it was weird. But now, it's molded into, it bleeds out on social media now. All the hate that they have. You understand what I'm saying? And it's funny, they will give love to people who have no track. Like I told y'all, when I first came in the game, I didn't have no traction. Nobody really knew me. I was, blessed by God in order to roll with some of the top rappers in the city at the time actually making moves. You understand what I'm saying? But the people be like, oh, you shouldn't rock with them. You need to do your own thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then when you start doing your own thing, that's when stuff get weird for them. That's when they don't, that's when they be acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? And then this is what I don't like. You know what I mean? I'll be on Facebook, I'll say something, I'll be like, yo, I miss when you could sell CDs at the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm saying this, talking about how music is being sold nowadays, talking about, basically referring to how music is, being lessened in value. And I was saying, I remember I missed those days when you used to go out and, sell your CD and things like that. I understand times have changed and all this, but, I was just saying, on Facebook, on my local one, I was like, yeah, I miss selling CDs. Tell me why I got people giving me suggestions about what to sell and how to sell. You understand what I'm saying? Like I ain't been like it weirds me out. That's like you've been making burgers in a restaurant for over 18 years, and then somebody who makes burgers at home, who been making burgers at home for 5 years, comes into your restaurant without paying, goes in your kitchen, and it's like, hey, I like to put a little bit of seasoning in the middle of my meat before I put it in the oven, and you're like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, not only who is this guy, but how you just come up in here? What you think? Like you think you finna come up in here with some advice that I ain't never thought of before? Like you think you really finna come up in here? You know what I'm saying? And tell me something that I don't know? Ain't when damn near half the city's artists look up to me. Yeah, I don't understand that, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't say stuff like this on there because it's disrespect, whatever. But I'm monetized over here now, so I can say what I want, and I know they're gonna come over here and look, and it's all good to cheat. But yeah, it just don't. It don't make no sense, bro. They try to like they try to belittle me in front of the fans that I do have on Facebook, like the local fans and all that other good. You know what I'm saying? Then I got some fans that's starting to bleed out. You know what I mean? That's not local. That be some of y'all from YouTube or Instagram or really mostly YouTube and Twitter. Not Twitter, but TikTok. Because I was doing some stuff. I was doing the rap battles on TikTok at one point, and they started coming over, trying to find me. And they will comment on my stuff. They'll be like, what type of DAW you use or something like that, because I got a son that's trying to get into it. And then, they'll comment, some TikTok like, yeah, I use this, that, and the third DAW. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you they don't say nothing about the song I got going now. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even acknowledge that. But they'll hit you with the, oh yeah, I record in Fruity Loops. You should try Fruity, like trying to get me tips. You know what I'm saying? In front of my fans, like, why don't y'all rock with me? You like him, you should come like me. Like, it don't work like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they think that, it's supposed to, I don't know why they move like that. Right? Local rappers be moving weird. I remember one time that dude Tessalini, before I dissed him on Lil Darryl and ran him out the city pretty much. What was I finna say? Damn, I lost it. Anyway, yeah. Before I ran him out the city, he was lying. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, the cat be immense. The cat be immense. You know what I'm saying? He would come. Yeah, there it is. He came back to me. Left and came back. You know, this guy goes on my live. This guy goes on my lives on Instagram, right? And this back when I had the AE gang popping and everything like that. Now he gets on my Instagram. I invited him on my live too, because at the time we wasn't, having no bad blood. And he's on there basically just trying to advertise his, hey, I had like a couple of guys rock with me, like 6, 7 people on there. And then he comes on there, hey, why don't you come tell them to check out my podcast and all this here? And I'm like, bro, they're not going to just check out your podcast. Fans don't work like that. You got to grow. You got to be out here. You got to, you got to cultivate the fan base. You can't just because, they might like you and we from the same hood and we both local, so they should like me. It ain't finna work like that. It ain't finna work like that. I don't know why they be doing that. And I really, and then here's another thing too. We need to call a spade a spade. I'm the reason why local rappers even started talking about getting paid in my city. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the reason, that now they be like, I got to get paid for features and all this here. And like I told them before, you can get paid for features. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna hit you with you think you should get paid? I should get paid too. Listen, you can put your price up all day long. But if ain't nobody finna pay the price, you can't get mad at the people not paying the price. And you can't go to people who set prices and look at them like, why don't you pay my price? Because I see you got a price and that's the, you know, you can put a price up all day. You know, you can like you ever seen a garage sale? They got some stuff out there that don't nobody want. If you go to a garage sale and you put a price on a used string like this pipe cleaner, and you put this used pipe cleaner out there, and you say I want $40 for this used pipe cleaner, and people walk by the table and they see these other clean pipe cleaners and they picking these pipe cleaners up, and they look at your pipe cleaner and be like, oh, I don't want to pay, and then you got some astronomical number on your pipe cleaner. You want $50 for your pipe cleaner. You understand? On top of that, on top of the fact it being dirty and nobody really wants it or cares about it or knows who the pipe cleaner is, because this dirty one, as opposed to these ones that are brand name and raw, and you know who these are. You understand what I'm saying? But no, and then they'll get mad. Why you ain't buying my pipe cleaner? Then they'll look at the other pipe cleaners like this. They'll be like, hey, raw pipe cleaner, you need to, when you start smoking, you need to pay me $50 so you can use me, so you can help support me. Because you know, we from the same local area, and that way you should support me. That's how that goes. That's not how that goes. That is not how that goes. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the love. That is not how that goes, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. Yeah, they may be looking lame. They'll be posting on Facebook like, yo, local rappers, please stop posting on Facebook. You get paid for your songs. You about to get paid for your songs. You want another rapper to pay for your song. That is the most lamest. That like I said before in the last live, tell me you ain't got no fans without telling me you ain't got no fans. Tell me you don't know music business without telling me you don't know music business. You understand what I'm saying? And it's disrespect. It's disrespect. Don't come at somebody who you know you look up to, who you know you've seen in these streets, who you know brand has been solidified in these streets. Talk about you should pay me. Ain't nobody, no, bro. Ain't nobody paying you no damn attention. That's what's gonna happen. You look lame. Then, this is what's funny now, y'all. This is what's funny. How rappers, right, who went in my inbox a couple of months ago, because I know they be looking at my lives and not liking and watching and all this, so I want to get them on. I like to get them. You know what I'm saying? I like to toss and touch them. How a rapper got in my inbox talking about some hybrid. Here's a website on some streams. Here's a website on some views, and you can pay these website people, and how you gonna do that on my inbox, right? And then turn around and try to tell me, turn around and try to get some of my fans or try to talk to me like you deserve to get paid or something like that. How does that work, bro? How do you do that? How do you guys go? First off, how do you search the website? Do you guys Google it? Like, do you guys look at y'all plays and y'all streams and be like, man, ain't nobody listening to this? And I don't know how to do it because getting real fans to a local rapper is kryptonite to Superman. You understand that? Yeah. Do you know that? Any local rapper or promoter, anybody like that, getting a real fan, like somebody, a real, an avid music listener, or getting somebody who really, who cares about music and not trying to actually do it, but cares about it. They're not finna find that. No, that's kryptonite. They're not finna do that. What they finna do is go to the other rappers that they know and try to charge the other rappers that they know and be like, hey, why don't you pay me? And then try to guilt trip you like, if you don't pay me, you're not supporting. Because I supported you, because I listen to your music. So why you wouldn't pay me for a verse? Like, what kind of... I don't understand that, bro. That's lame. Appreciate the likes and love. That's lame, bro. That's why our local scene, and I'm pretty sure a lot of local scenes, never came to fruition. Because of the dumb BS that goes on and the lameness that goes on in the city. How you gonna have a music scene, like a scene? Think about the word scene. What else is a scene? Something you look at, right? So a movie scene or something, or a crime scene or something like that. A scene. How you gonna have a scene with nobody looking at it, but the actors in the scene? That's not a good movie. That's a you watching yourself. I don't know about local, but Tom McDonald done told us rappers are clones, bro. That's what I'm saying. Appreciate you, Kevin Barber. I know you probably don't know. See, and that's another thing too. I be venting. It's sad, y'all. This is what I'm talking about right here. Don't nobody know who I'm talking about. They come because they rock with me and they rock with my channel, but they don't know who the hell I be talking about. And I be sitting here because I live here, and it just gets on my goddamn nerves, man. But I gotta talk because I gotta get it out. I gotta get it out because I know they come watching my channel, so I guess I say it on here for that. And I like to say it to talk for therapy. But it's lame. Nobody knows us. Nobody knows Columbia. Well, they know me, but nobody knows Columbia, bro. This don't make no sense, bro. You understand? Everybody know New York had a poppin' hip hop scene. Everybody know West Coast had California had a poppin' hip hop scene. Everybody know Florida had a poppin' hip hop scene. Tennessee, Memphis, all that. Columbia, South Carolina. Don't make no goddamn sense, man. It just pisses me off, man. Hope I don't get demonetized, but I'm getting pissed off now. Because we put in work. I put in work. And a lot of rap. Yeah. Good gosh, man. I don't know what happened. My screen just went off. What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? I'm right above New York area in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, bro. You right above Kings Mountain, NC, bro. That's what's up. Oh, the York area. That's what's happening, bro. I've been through York long years ago. Years ago. I've been through York years ago. That's when I was traveling with collard greens, I think. We went through York. We went through York. I forgot where we was going, but we went through York. That's what it is. That's what's up. That's what's up. I think we went through York. Was that North Carolina? I think so. I don't think it's no York, South Carolina. I think we went through North York. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But I definitely been to Charlotte, of course. I've done Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, a couple of times. You know what I mean? Queen City. Been up there a couple of times. But yeah, man. That's what I get tired of, And then York is SC. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Through York. Okay, yeah. Through York. Yeah, I feel the second. I'm like, hold on. I had to think about it. I was like, hold on. I don't think it's a York. No, I don't think it's a York side. Yeah, but okay, yeah, that's what's happening. Rock Hill area, yeah, up there. Yeah, and upstate. Yeah, that's what's happening. I've done some shows in Rock Hill, Greenville, is it Greenville, all that good stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They call Greenville up there. I feel like they talk that fun. They talk funny up there, Greenville. You know what I'm saying? Funny story about Greenville when I had a show. Greenville, I'm calling it Greenville. Funny story about Greenville when I had a show up in Greenville years ago. I was with this chick. She was a rapper chick. You know what I'm saying? And she was from Greenville, so we had to go do this. Like they had like this like college town or whatever. So we went and did this show at this little joint, and then she was like, "Yo, since I'm from here, it's this place on this mountain, and everybody go to smoke and chill out." So I was like, "All right, cool." I ain't never been there before, whatever. I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." So we in the hotel. We go to the hotel, so I can, cool out, whatever. Roll up. I roll up to one. I had like a jar. Now at the time, I had a jar about like this big. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, full halfway up, good enough for the trip. You understand what I'm saying? And we go to the hotel. I roll up by like two of them. And then we go, we head out. We was in my homie Cadillac. This dude, I'm supposed to be his record label, whatever. Dude named Barry. But we had a Cadillac DeVille. I fell in love with the DeVille after that too. Anyway, that's another story. But anyway, yeah. So we got that's another story. That's the same story. Anyway, we get in the caddy and we roll up to the little place, right? So when we go up there, I see other cars. You ever seen them like the 1950s movies, and they be like, "We're going over there on Lookout Hill or something," and I thought that was dope. They had a bunch of cars out there. I like the Mandela under the picture stuff. That's what it is, big homie. And I appreciate you too on that, big homie. I was up there like, this is pretty cool. Seen a couple cars. Next thing you know, some cars started leaving. I was like, all right, I ain't really thinking much of it. You know what I'm saying? So we sitting there, we smoking. Yeah. We finished the blunt. We finished one blunt. Next thing you know, I hear tap, tap, tap on the window. I look, it's some police officer. Now, if you guys ever seen Saturday Night Live, you know that guy, the character Pat from Saturday Night Live, that you don't know if it's a man or a woman or whatever. It's like, they got like long blonde hair, some little short chubby person or whatever. I don't know who played Pat. I think the person who played Pat died, recipe. But yeah, she looked like that or he looked like that or whatever. They come, I'm looking at the window, I don't know who this he she is. I'm like, what's going on, officer? You know what I'm saying? They're like, I smell it. Come on, get out the car. So, we didn't finish the blunt or whatever like that. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. We should be straight. So she checked me. She like, all right, I'm going to check your car because I smell it and everything. And I was like, all right, go ahead. I'm trying to act like I ain't there, whatever. Trying to do the whole nine. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you smell. And then next thing you know, she said, okay, well, ma'am, can I check your purse? Looking at the girl I was chilling with, and she was like, then guess now this heifer pulls out. Now I thought I had rolled two blunts to leave, and we was gonna leave the jar at the hotel. I mean, obviously, this heifer gonna pull out my jar out her goddamn purse and hand it to the police officer. You understand what I'm saying? Now, God was with us because I'm from Richland County in Columbia. You see weed, you going to jail. Period. Ain't no, especially a whole jar. You going to jail, jail, jail. Ain't nothing. So I thought for like a couple of seconds, I'm like, damn. Now I'm going to jail, and I'm in my partner car. He finna cuss me. I ain't give a damn about her. I was like, bitch, you cause this on yourself. Whatever. I don't care. So you know what I'm saying. I'm sitting here. I'm tripping. You talking about poor old girl? I'm panicking. I got the car. The car is my responsibility. You understand what I'm saying? So now, through the graces of God, the Pat character, she take the jar, open it up, and just and put it on the ground. Right now, it's raining a little bit, a little drizzle, so the ground wet and all. Then she poured on the ground. She said, "Well, I can't let you leave with this." And then she gonna step on it and just mush it in the ground, Lord. She mushed it in the ground on her. Then to add more, to put more salt in the wound, she stood on it. You ever found a quarter or a dollar or something? You stand on it, hoping nobody don't come by. Well, she was standing on that mug, and she told me, "All right, I'm gonna have to let y'all go ahead and go. I'm not gonna write y'all a ticket, but just go ahead and go." Man, do y'all know? Listen here. When she pulled that thing out and started stepping on it and moving her foot back and forth, man, my whole soul was crushed, man. I ain't gonna cap to you. My whole soul was crushed. You know what I'm saying? So now, I'm pissed, y'all. I'm pissed. So now we riding back down a little hill, right? I'm pissed off. I ain't got no more. Basically, I ain't got no more wood for the night. You know what I'm saying? So when we get back down the hill, she talking about some damn. I know you mad at me for not talking, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. And when you ever notice, you ever been so mad as soon as somebody say just one thing to you, you just blow up. And I was quiet because I was driving. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Then she was like, I didn't know that was gonna happen. And I was like, bitch, why the hell would you just take my weed out the jar? I mean, out the hotel and take it with the purse? What is the point of me rolling the damn blunt for? You understand what I'm saying? And then she's talking about, I didn't know it was gonna happen. I'm like, why in the hell would you take the rest of my? I can't even trust you now. You taking my shit without permission. I can't trust that. I can't trust you now. You understand what I'm saying? Now we get back to the hotel. She tripping. Well, tomorrow we can go to my brother's house and he sell wood, and I'm like, that ain't the point. That ain't the point. That ain't the point. You understand? He crossed the chain, bro. I see what you're saying. That ain't the point. You know what I'm saying? Even though the next day we did go to her brother's house, and our brother had some bap. It wasn't even no good. It was some dookie. You know what I'm saying? We go over there, the man gave me a whole half of some dookie and tried to charge me. I was like, this your sister debt, player. You have to come up off that or something. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my, I remember that trip one time. The show was dope though. It was a nice show. It was a good little show that, showed me love and everything and all that. Knew my music. It was dope. All that good shit. But Yeah, that was crazy that time. You know what I'm saying? I just remember that, you know. But yeah, man. Yeah. Crazy times, man. I got all kind of stories doing these trips, man. You know, going out here just uh going out trying to, doing this rap shit, man. I got to see a whole lot. I seen a whole lot of South Carolina. There ain't nothing but countries out this mug, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe the earth is flat? No, I do not believe the earth is flat. That was left field. But no, I do not believe the earth is flat. That is wild. Why would you believe the earth is flat? Why would you? You know? I understand that we don't got enough money to get inside of a rocket and just go up. I mean, I've seen it, I'm not lost totally on the flat earther thing. I've seen it. I watched some of the documentaries just out of curiosity and stuff to see what the other parties are, looking at. But I think it's just a case of um, I can't afford to leave Earth and look at it. Therefore, I'm just gonna speculate and say that. You understand? I just don't think that, man, the Bible and we can just see too far, man, for curvature. Ah, yeah, I don't know, man. It just, I don't know. I just don't think the Earth is flat. I mean, if you think the Earth is flat, do you think there's other planets? And then by that, do you think the other planets are flat? You understand what I'm saying? Like that's, you know, that it is another thing too. Since you want to talk about that, then my thing is this though. A lot of people wonder about the Earth being flat and all this, and if the government lying. Watch some David West videos. West. I think I got. Okay, I'm gonna check them out. David Weiss videos. But one thing, what boggles me, no, they ain't planets either. So you think that we're just here by ourselves? Because I was just about to say one thing that bothers me is they have yet to discover life anywhere else other than like cell life on Mars, like bacteria and stuff like that, which they was raising hell about that. Remember a couple of years ago, we found life on Mars, and then you go over there and they looking at a damn microscope talking about, look, y'all, it's life in there. You like, that ain't no damn life. You know what I'm saying? He does a lot of flat explaining. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I want to travel the world. I haven't traveled the world like I want to. I just been around America, and me going around America, I have been on both oceans to them. Nah, don't buy that. It's stupid. I've been to both oceans, and you know, to me, I see it. I see the curvature and everything. You know what I'm saying? God says them stars. I see the curvature. I see all that. I seen the ships in the horizon. I understand that. I understand the experiments that they've done with the boats and sending them out and all this other good. But I just believe that there are planets, man. I believe this place is round. I've been in the plane before, and when I was up there, I didn't see like, the Earth circling around or whatever the hell the case. But to me, it just feels like it's around Earth. I don't know, but I understand how people. I didn't, But one thing, well, I used to think I did too, but look into honestly, and then check it out. One thing, I'm looking into it. I think you think believing it is looking into it. I'm telling you, I'm looking into it. I looked into it. Another thing about being on a plane that I always thought was weird was when I was on a plane, when I was all the way up in the air. That's being on the plane, right? I guess you're not gonna drive on the street. When I look up, because I was like, dang, we already up in the air, right? So I decided to just look up. And when I looked up, I noticed it was nighttime up there. I used to think it was crazy too. We all did. Word. I feel you, bro. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion and everything. You know what I'm saying? But when I looked up, you understand what I'm saying? It looked like It looked like nighttime, and it was like 1 o'clock in the day. You know what I mean? And like that bugged me out. Now I understand that the Earth has an atmosphere that entraps light and everything like that. That's what I've read and all that. But what blew my mind was, we got this whole big behind sun out there that's huge as hell, but is just like when it's darkness. Like it was as if the sun was on Earth, but there was no sun up there past Earth. If that makes any sense to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I only been on the plane once. I've been on the plane twice, but once when I was a baby and once when I was, a little bit younger. My mom had lost a leg a while back, and we had to fly to go to Chicago because she lost a leg on the road in a truck driving incident, and I had to fly going to Chicago with my aunt Mona, and yeah, like that. I did notice that was weird to me. Firmament. You nailed it. Word. I heard that word. I just can't pronounce it right. Firmament. Word. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The videos of folks flying level with the sun. Right. Yeah, I always, that. Now that's something I never. I never even seen no videos about that. That's just something that I personally went through, and I just always remember that. So anytime when I talk to somebody about that, I just say like, hey, I remember that happening. So if that's the case, do you believe that the moon is there? Do you believe in the moon? Even though I know they said this, even though I said on Google it says that it's easier to explain why the moon shouldn't be there than it is to explain why it is there. I think I said that right. Well, I remember stuff from when I noticed it too. Right. So you was up there too, so you noticed it. Word. That's what's happening. That was happening. But do you believe in the moon? And is there a moon land? Did you believe that we went to the moon? And do you believe that there is a moon? Or do you believe that was just some kind of TV show or something that they did? You know what I'm saying, for a hoax. And if you do think it was a hoax, why would they do that? Why would you think that they would want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Now we one-on-one conversations. Weird conversations with Hybrid 803. I don't know what to think on the moon. Word. Well, when you look up and you see the moon, it is a circle. I know it's its own light. So you think it's hollow and it produces its own light and not sun bouncing light off of it? And for that matter, where the hell did they come from? The moon. Like, some people say it was a piece of Earth. That's some theories. Some theories say it was a comet that just got stuck in our gravitational pull, even though they say gravity don't exist. You heard about that? That's wild. Bible says he created two lights for one day. Okay, now listen, I don't believe in the Bible all the way. Just to be honest. I believe that there's a God, but the Bible says some weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, about that part where they were saying that all dark-skinned people need to obey their masters and all this other stuff, and if the dark-skinned people were cursed and all this, it's like, it kills me. They do that every Sunday. They be in church and they be preaching, but they just happen to skip over that goddamn line. You ever wonder, like, they go to church every Sunday for all these years, for all these Sundays, for all these years, and they be picking out all these lines in the Bible over and over again for years and years, but they just be skipping that one part right there, don't they? They just skip the hell out over that, And then they be skipping out the part where people be having multiple wives. You understand? Yes. But anyway, people just like to pick and choose at that thing, and I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then it just, gravity's explanation of density and buoyancy, right? And then, you ever notice one thing in the Bible? Like, one time I was bored when I was living in Charlotte. I was bored, and I had got the Bible, right? My mama had a Bible. And I just said, I'm going to read it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was bored. I was like, I'm going to read it just to see what, what they talking about. So I got it. And I went to Genesis and all that, Genesis talking about Adam and Eve and all that good stuff and the snake. which that's also don't make no damn sense. I don't know how a woman sees a snake start talking and then decide whatever come out his mouth is trustworthy. I don't know. Well, you right. Got to stick to it though, not to pick and choose. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's too much stuff. People they'll pick and choose out that goddamn Bible. You know what I'm saying? But then, after I read that crazy story about Adam and Eve, about the snakes saying, "Hey, listen, you eat this apple, you will have all knowledge." And you know what I'm saying? And she took it to Adam. Hold up. Hold on. We running the business. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, she took it to Adam. You're either in or out cherry picking like people do. Yeah, right. I hate cherry. Don't cherry pick. Tell me what it is. Yeah, then she's sitting there like, oh yes, Adam, this snake over there, even though ain't nothing else been talking to us in the garden but God. Yeah, this snake over there was like, we need to eat this apple over here. We can get all knowledge. Let's eat the apple so we can get all the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's like Eve was a ghetto chick. You know what I'm saying? Like she wanted everything. Listen, if we go over here and hit this lick, we can get all the money. And he like, nah, baby, you know what I'm saying? I work for him, everything cool. We getting a check every week. Nah, don't you want all the money? I want all the knowledge. I need a man with all the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, anyway. But then, after I got through Genesis, what killed me about the Bible was it didn't read like a regular book. Because when you get past Genesis, then it's just like, Stephen begat Mary, and Mary begat Joseph, and Joseph begat raw papers, and raw papers begat clear papers, and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why is you telling me who had who? Continue the story. And then they talking about Enoch and all these people, and they ain't telling no story about none of the people in the Bible. The Enoch, none of these people. I don't know nothing. They just putting random names in there. And just be telling you. You know what I'm saying? And then like they'll be like, Enoch gave birth to Sherry, and Sherry gave birth to Thomas. And then they go into a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All right, and today Moses was told, you're like, yo, why does it read like that? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, then you hear your grandmas and all the time. Like, yeah, I used to read Revelations when I was little, and it used to scare me. And then you read it, and you like, it's just weird. It sounds like a sci-fi movie at best. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. But that's why I believe in. Don't think I don't believe in God. I believe in God. I praise God every night, every morning. Well, I'm just saying that Bible is wild. I think they made that Bible just to control people. Real talk. That's what I think. I really think they made that Bible to control black people with slavery, but that's what I think. Watch some David West flat smack videos, like when you sit down tonight. I gotta go, brother. That's what it is, brother. Appreciate the conversation and everything, man. Appreciate you coming by and rocking with me. If you're into hip hop, make sure you check that out. I got some good music on here, bro. And appreciate you so much. Hope to see you again, dog. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the love and all that. And be safe out there. Because it's a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? It's a hurricane going on. It's a category 1. I forgot what they named this one. Well, how the hell you even go about naming hurricanes? Like, how does that even go? Like, like how do you get Hurricane Ian? Like, did the hurricane look like an iron? Like, what the hell? How is that? How do you name hurricanes? And then how can they always be having them names? How can they never have no ghetto names like Hurricane Keisha, or Hurricane Boniqua? You know what I'm saying? Or some Spanish names like Hurricane Fatima. You know what I'm saying? Hurricane Alejandra. Hurricane Ruski. Some Russian names. They don't never do that. They always be naming it, some plain old name. Hurricane Hugo. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Anyway, appreciate y'all so much, man, coming by, rocking with me. Appreciate everybody, we showing love and all that good stuff, man. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Um, yeah, we gonna get to working on some more music today. I gotta get some more funny videos out for y'all. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that. That's why I cut my hair last night so I can look smooth and shit for you when I'm for the ladies when I'm doing the videos later on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We gotta get something to eat. I don't know what the heck what we gonna get to eat, but we gonna get something. And yeah, man. You know, man. Good morning, Spartan Prepper. What's happening, homie? I'm just up in here spazzing, man. You know, venting early and having conversations with the fam, cause I don't like to call y'all fam. And you know, just cooling, bro. Hope you having a good day, man. Hope you out the way of this hurricane. You know what I'm saying? They say it's a Cat 1. They ain't doing nothing but blowing trees and inconveniencing people. That's all it's doing. They ain't really doing too much. Ain't like Iron had, boy. They had water all in people's living rooms and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thank goodness on that. I gotta go donate plasma, then go see my DD. What's a DD? DD. I used to donate plasma long time ago. Hold on. Let me show you my scar. Hold on. Let's get right. I used to donate CSL plasma. Hold up. Oh. Word. Well, that's not a. I used to do that back in the day when I was fucked up out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if that's where you at, man, I already know. Just try to do more than that, you know. Yep, CSL, that's where I'm going. You in Columbia? Where you at? Y'all got a CSL where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got, and then what y'all doing today? Y'all got you getting the $20 a day, or you getting the what was it? It was 20 and 40, ain't it? Lansing, Michigan. All right, that's what's happening. Y'all got what is it still 20 and 40? Them $20 days just be hell, boy. You go down there and you gotta get something to eat before you go. Cause if you go down there and you ain't got nothing to eat, boy, ooh, and them vitals ain't gonna be right. 55 on the first, 60 on the second. Every time, or you just not started? Is that the new thing? Plus bonuses. Is that every time, or is that that's the new standard? Because I remember back in my day, it was 20 and 35. That's what it was. It was 20 and 35. Every time, damn, they went up. 55 or 60. Yeah, it was for us over here, it was $20 on Monday, and then you had to wait a day, and then you can go back, and then it was like $35. Yeah, man, boy. And then if your first 5 times was $50. And then after them first 5 times, it's 20 and 35. When you first start, it's 100 every time for the first 8 times. Get out of here. Man, they going up. Dang, man. What you doing besides that though, big homie? You know what I'm sizzling? Cause, you know, when I was doing that, I was rocking, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just want to make sure, you know, I just want to make sure you're on the right path. I don't want you to, you know, just be, you know what I'm trying to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hope, you know, what else you doing out there, big homie? You know what I mean? Because I was doing that for a little bit. You know, music was moving slow. I was depressed. It was crazy. I work full time. I'm an executive chef at a hotel. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, so okay. You went to school for that? Oh, you taught yourself. That's dope. That is dope. Rest in peace, my homeboy AJ was a chef, man. He wasn't he was self-taught though. You know, he could actually go out there and fish and catch shit, scale it, and cook it up right there. Like, you know, it tastes like a motherfucking restaurant, no cap, boy, country boy. You know what I'm saying? But he was good. I used to work in restaurants too. I used to be a dishwasher back in the day. You know what I'm saying? No school, just worked all over, gained the skills. That's what's up. That's what's happening. Yeah, man. Well, shouts out to you. My homeboy Brad is a cook too. Shouts out to Brad too. I know he be watching my lives. He's a cook too. Dope ass cook, man. He cook real good. That's what's up. Is it American? What you do normally? America? I guess you just do everything because you kind of, I guess you went everywhere. That's what's happening, bro. But I was just saying that though, just to touch on that because I remember when I was going to CSL, I was in a rough patch of my life. You know, child support was kicking my ass. I was depressed, couldn't see my daughter like that, and you know the jobs wasn't really paying shit back then. So it was like it was a wild time for me back then. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have no ride. It was crazy. Now I'm a car in the shop. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was just crazy. It was a crazy time for me. A lot of local rappers around here used to do that too. Go to that CSL Plasma. It'd be weird too because I got like a name out here, and then I go down to CSL Plasma, and you see somebody like, "Yo, what's good?" And you be looking at them like, you be like, "Man, ain't trying to say that. You just trying to get on through." You know what I'm saying? But they be like, "Yo," so you be on the bed, right? And you be sitting there doing your thing, you know, trying to hurry up, and then they be sitting there talking to you, talking about some, yeah, so you want to go to the studio after this? And you be looking like, man, leave it alone. I don't feel very celebrity-ish right now. You understand? And then you be in there sometimes, and then you might see a girl you like. You know what I'm saying? She might be bad as hell. This before I was single now. You know, I mean, this before, yeah, when I was single. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you might see a girl you like, dang, you know, and you walk up to her, you be like, hey, girl, how you doing? She be like, I know you ain't hollering at me and you in the plasma center. You be like, bitch, you in the plasma center. What the hell is going on? I thought we was gonna put our money together and have a nice date. What is this? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but that plasma center, wow. Then I used to go a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See a lot of people you know in there. Takes CPL hours each time. I hate doing it. Takes a couple hours. Yes, I said CPL hour. Y'all forgive me. Yeah, I hate that. They still check your vitals and all that. I'm pretty sure they still check your vitals. When I used to go, I was so good because you know they knew me from rapping and stuff like that. Which I guess it was weird too. They knew me, you know, whatever. When I went in there, I used to have to go in there. I go do the kiosks. You know what I'm saying? I did the kiosk joint, take them, you know, do them little weird ass questions. They actually have you travel the country. Motherfucker, if I traveled the country, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, yeah. Have you been to jail and all that? How many of y'all ever really did leave jail to go to CSL Plasma and been like, I ain't just left jail? You know what I'm saying? Hey. But anyway, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, answer them dumb questions, then you get in line. And then when you go back there, hopefully it ain't packed, and then you can just kind of walk back there. You got to go around the good hours, you know what I'm saying? I used to have that shit packed down. Then I go back there, and it was this gay dude back there, and he was cool with me, and all this other good stuff. And it would either be this gay dude or this chubby girl, and this one chick, you know, another chick. And I can't remember their names. Keep gas in my car in Newports also. You ain't lying now. You ain't lying. Especially at 55 and 60s, what they do, they going up. The back of my day, it was 20, 35. But I used to have this problem, right? I would get nervous because I would just, you know, I would really need the bread for that day. You know what I'm saying? So I would be nervous as hell, right? And it would make my blood pressure go up. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I'd go back there and I would try to make sure I got one of those 3 people I was telling y'all about, because that way they wouldn't check my blood pressure, which wasn't good, because I got a story about that too. But, you know, for the most part, it was straight. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even worth the wait to do all that. Boy, we were hurting back then, boy. I feel what you're saying, but it was hurting. I'm trying to tell you, yeah. Some of them days you didn't want to do it, especially that $20 day. You'd be like, dang. Then you got to eat as soon as you leave. You know what I'm saying? So them $20 days, it was hurting, bro. You just went there and then got just enough to smoke or something and go home, something to munch on the smoke. But yeah, they wouldn't, you know, sometimes they might skip out on checking my blood pressure. And then they'll let me just go right back there, and then that way I can make sure I get my bread or whatever like that. And then they'll check your blood, was it iron? I think your iron in your blood and all this. I was going so much, I used to be able to predict my iron levels in my blood, bro. No cap. They used to get a kick out of that. They'll be spinning it and they'll be like, what you think now, Mr. Hybrid? And I'll be like, 4.5. And they'll be like, it's 4. You on? Or sometimes they'll be like, it's on the head. You know, I don't know, man. I used to go so much. One time, though, I went. And when I had, they didn't check my vitals. And I left and I had to go to the studio. I was signing this label at the time, this local label, Elite Records. So I go to the studio and my partner, Uzi, he's the engineer at the studio. And I get there, and we recording this song called Happy Juice. It's the same song. I got this song out now. Happy Juice made a video to and all that. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. The first verse, twice a week. I've been going a lot. Also, probably 10 years. That's what's up. I went for like almost 10 years. Okay, you got climbing. Okay, almost 10 years. But not not that long. I don't think I went that long, but I almost though. But yeah, but I was in the studio and we was recording. So the first verse that's actually recorded that you hear, I recorded it and I was air writing like freestyling or whatever, because I was good. I was in my zone, and I literally fainted. Like, I never forget, I finished that verse and I ain't never really, there was the second time in my life I ever fainted. First time when I seen my mama without a leg. The second time was when I had been in this booth. And all I remember was finishing, I swear to y'all, I just remember finishing it. And then I remember blinking, like just blinking. Like, I just remember finishing the verse, spitting it, and then I blunk. And next thing you know, when I blunk, like time went fast, everything went fast. Yeah, I didn't even eat really like that either. To the big, you know that you know what's up, what was up, and like I just blunk, and then like next thing you know, I woke when I have how you blink like just now, like that, no cap, like just like that, how I'm blinking my eyes, and like when I blunk my eyes, Uzi was fanning me, and I was on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him like, what? Like, how you just waking up, like you get up from like, like you ever had somebody put you in a sleeper hole and you just get up out and get up. You know what I'm saying? That feeling like when you coming back to. And I'm looking at dude. I'm like, yo, what happened? He said, I just heard you dropping there, and I just ran in there and started fanning you. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. That song that you hear, Happy Juice, that first verse is the verse that I fainted on. No cap. The second verse I had to come back like the next day or the next week, and I had just wrote that and just came back and finished the song off. But yeah, that was crazy. Got here late. Hi, my friends. Hope you're well. Hey, Miss Wolf, how you doing? I hope everything is well with you and the dogs and your brother coming up from North Carolina. Miss Wolf, appreciate you so much for coming by. All the love that you show. I thank you so much, Miss Wolf. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was a crazy one, Spartan. You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy one, cuz. Yeah. Shani has some eyebrow threading clients coming. So I'm going to have to hop on off, But I appreciate y'all so much, because I don't like to have live going when the clients be up in here and all this, because they be acting like I'm not on live. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank y'all so much for coming by. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for listening to the music and everything. I know I signed off earlier. I'm about to sign off. That's what it is. Miss Wolf said you're great, Shannon.
Thank you, Miss Wolf.
She said thank you, Miss Wolf. She's in the back getting ready for our clients to come do the Indian eyebrow threading. If y'all want to check out what Shannon does, Facebook Shantae's Epilation or Shantae's Epilation on YouTube. But most of her work is on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you like some good music, jam out this Shani Rocks. She makes music as well. But we got an album coming soon. Y'all know that. Shouts out to Joe Quan the Hooligan. He gonna be on the album. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, and that's what that is. But hope and y'all be safe during this hurricane, man. This weather is nasty. So go ahead and get what you got to get out the way before it get a little bit later. I think they're supposed to pick up a little bit later on. So y'all get whatever y'all got to get out the way. Go do what y'all got to do. Stay blessed. Stay safe. And as always, until next time. What?